What's going on, people? We are currently stuck in traffic. We're making our way to the... which tunnel is this now? There's two tunnels that go underneath the River Thames, the Rotherhithe and the Blackwall. So we're on the Blackwall right now. We can't take the Rotherhithe. The Rotherhithe is non-commercial, so you can't take commercial vehicles in there, so my van wouldn't be able to go in there. But anyway, Blackwall Tunnel, and it is standstill traffic right now. Let's see what's going on. There's a police car there, and you can see the flashing there. You can see a little bit as well here. I don't really know what's going on, and also there's no cars coming this way. So I think two things could have happened. Accident in the tunnel itself. There's a possibility. Now, why the other side isn't working, I don't understand, because they're very far apart. Like the actual tunnel itself. I don't know what I'm talking about. The actual tunnel itself is very, very far apart. While we're next to each other here, obviously, but over here, very far apart. So you can't see the other side. You know, the oncoming traffic or whatever. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Honestly, don't know what's going on. It's meant to be on the client with the client at 8 o'clock, and I've been sitting there for 20 minutes. Even had time to get my GoPro out my bag, put a battery in it, and show you guys what's going on. See how it goes. So everything's done on this car, apart from a few bits and bobs. About to finish it off, and I'll show you guys the end result. Alright dudes, we're done with the S3. Let's have a quick look around. I still need to do one wipe down on the exterior, just because there's a bit of condensation. If you can see behind me, there's a boiler going off, and it's quite cold outside, so it's producing a lot of steam. Let's have a look inside. We have dressed the interior footwell carpet, plastic rubber mat thingy-majiggy, with non-slip dressing. Wiped down the rest of the interior, made sure. We also dressed the plastics as well, the black plastics, and on the exterior, this is all part of maintenance wash. We also did deep wall clean, deep arch clean, safe wash on the exterior, including citrus pre-wash foam application, use a brush to get into nooks and crannies, 2-bucket method, and a spray sealant. And what else did we do? That's about it. A few other bits and bobs here and there. It's a maintenance clean, so it's like it's there to maintain the car. This typically maintenance cleans are done for cars that have minimum either a deep interior clean or a full decontamination exterior clean. Then I can maintain it. If it's just wham bam thank you ma'am kind of maintenance, it's a bit difficult to do that, you know. So but anyway, long story short, I need to know what I'm getting myself into, get it very nice, and then I can maintain it. If I can't get it very nice, it's hard to maintain. That's basically it. Now we're done for this one. packed up a little bit. Again, I've got to do one more wipe down because there's a bit of condensation, and then on to the next one. So,
turn left onto Whitwood Garden.
The other day, I've had someone call me up and say, can you book me in? I said, yeah, no problem at all, buddy. No problem at all. It will be in 2.5 weeks. That's my notice period, right? And he goes, I'll get back to you then. No problem. So he gets back to me after 2.5 weeks, and he goes, can you book me in? I said, yeah, sure. It's going to be in about 3 weeks. So he's going to, but you last time you said 2.5 weeks. I was like, yeah. That's what I had. That was my notice period. So I'm going to keep getting booked up ahead of time. I mean, summertime is like 6 weeks. You know, what did you, kind of like, what would you expect? What do you expect? That's just how it works. So if you want to get someone booked in, please, find out their notice period and book in well in advance. Because one, you're probably going to get a bigger saving because it's not last minute, and they're going to put other people's with you, around you in the same area, so that you don't have to pay like travel costs and so on. And two, you're actually helping a small business so much by booking in advance. So this GoPro keeps falling over. It helps small businesses so much when you book in advance. Like, for example, and also with small businesses, I would always recommend spending money with small businesses, because all the money we get, it goes literally right back into our business, and it goes directly for like food and electricity and clothing for our family, for ourselves, for our family members, for our kids, and so on. Whereas when it's larger businesses, majority of the time it just goes towards shareholders and what have you. I'm not saying don't go to big businesses. I'm just saying, think about the little guy too. That's basically it. This car is going to do a U-turn. Alright. Happy beans, see you guys in a bit. What's going on, people? Got this. Raise this up a little bit. Got this Q2 for a ceramic coating. The client wanted a 3-year ceramic coating. However, I don't do in-betweens. It's either going to be the best thing on the market you can get, or nothing at all. And so we're doing a 6-year coating, 6.5-year coating, and that's off a G-Technic liquid crystal. No, not liquid crystal. Sorry. Ultra. No. I'll tell you guys in a second. XOV4 and another G-Technic base layer 5-year coating. I forget what it's called. Ultra light, I think it's called. Something like that. Anyway, I'll show you guys in a second. But yeah, we're gonna do that. We've got the gazebo up. That took a while. I think there's something wrong with this gazebo. There's a few bits and bobs that just doesn't look right. So yeah, let's get to it. So I don't want to move the camera because where I'm gonna put the blurry thingy majiggy for the number plate. I don't want to be moving around. Anyway, we got the Fallout on there, but this is a 2022. It's literally just been driven off from the factory maybe like 3 weeks ago. So there's not a lot of Fallout on there, but we put it on there anyway. Just for a nice thick layer of. For those that don't know, Fallout essentially what it is, it's a liquid chemical that reacts with iron particles and alloys and what have you on the paint to take it off, to leave the paint without them. This is a contamination that we take off, part of the chemical contamination alongside with tar removal, and after that we do mechanical decontamination, which is a clay bar that takes off like tree sap and what have you. Or if there's any tar left over, the clay bar takes off. Anyway, oh, there's a few bits and bobs. I'll get the other camera there. So, you guys, this is the funniest thing, and this is typical daily Casey detail shenanigans, right? Well, me and my client are talking, and if you're a regular client or a client regardless, you will see or you will know what we talk about. It's family, food, faith, everything, man. Like just anything and everything. We're just wherever the conversation goes, and on a bit of a chatterbox as well. So there's also that. Anyway, long story short, me and my client were just talking here. This guy walks by, right? He's walking by, and he looks at my client, and he says something he says for a second, and then says something in his language to my client. My client doesn't know him. I think he's a friend of his dad's or an associate of his dad's or whatever. Anyway, he goes up, he says to my client, blah 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 blah, and then he goes, "Is it free of charge?" Now I heard free of charge in my head, and I understood free of charge. I've understood free of charge. I'm like, I didn't pay attention to it because I was doing other things, and they were speaking another language. Anybody that comes up and speaks another language to whoever's near me, if I'm speaking to that other person, I'll take that as disrespect, because that's quite disrespectful. Imagine just walking up to two random people and then just started engaging in a conversation with one person in another language while the other person clearly doesn't know that language. Anyway, he was free of charge. My client, after he's finished the conversation, my client is like, you can see he wants to laugh out loud. He waits for the guy to walk away and he starts laughing. I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, yo, you just said, is it free of charge? And he's just like sort of scratching his head. His client's literally doing this. He's like, why would it be free of charge? Do you think this guy is outside my house just here for free? What does he think this is? It was the funniest reaction, because it would have been the exact same reaction that I would have had. It was just funny, man. I just like, this world is crazy. This world is crazy. I'm just saying, this world is crazy. And this is a middle-aged man, like a family man, like with kids and stuff. Like, why would you? How does that make any sense?